welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And here are the Knicks now. The Cavs getting their last shot to go.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Wade, that's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Lets the three fly. Mobley grabs the board. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
To stop the run, always a nice way to start, makes his first run.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Mobley, left side. And Mobley throws it down.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And Brunson, here we go. An easy two on the layup.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Wade. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 13. Pass to Bridges. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
Three-pointer, Harden gets the three to fall. Harden's got 6.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now here's Hart. Still no points. Clock at 6. Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Fires for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Pass to Merrill. There's the three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
There's a little burst to Harden's game. You can see that on the breaks.
Merrill comes with a double. Here's Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Back over to you guys.
On a mission. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
New York working the ball around now. Brunson way outside. Here's Robinson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Hit a body on him.
Three-pointer, Harden. Oh, Robinson with a block. The three. And Harden is good for 3. 11 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Cleveland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Knicks trail by 11. And last season, the Cavs were pretty healthy through the regular season, but that luck deserted them in the playoffs, Richard.
And I think that and that they didn't have a lot of competition in their first-round matchup did not set them up to succeed.
And the basket by Shamet.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Shamet, no good. Cleveland leading by 10. And here's Schroeder outside. Sinks the tray. Schroeder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Here's Alvarado. Three-pointer, no good. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go! Let's see what you got. You need dance lessons. Take it. Cleveland substitution, number 32, Dean Wade.
Cleveland leading by 13. The three. They grab their own miss. And here's Schroeder outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Allen. And he elevates for the slam. Mitchell Robinson on the wrong end of that one.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Here we go. Pass to Wade. Here's Merrill. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Making a switch here.
For your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7. Outside Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Strus's shot is off.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Shot's good by Hart.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Fires the 3. And it's Max Strus with the 3.
3-point goal.
Strus has got 5 points.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
From a Division II college player to earning a big free agent contract. Max Strus, what a story, Richard.
Yeah, he went undrafted in 2019, and then he signs a 4-year, $63 million deal with the Cavs. And he has earned every single dollar.
To the middle. Shot's good by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Cleveland making a change here.
Thomas Bryant, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 22 was their biggest lead. And there it is for him.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness. It allows him to be effective inside.
Back to Hart. Anunoby for three. Counted from distance. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Cleveland leading by 17. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you, Brian.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity.